Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Lowe's. We just did Home Depot, and now we're going to Lowe's. The Home Depot video is going to have to be separated because it's way too long. So we're not going to have to do the same thing here. So we're going to have to probably cut it into different smaller parts and upload in sections because it is really ridiculously long. Like well over an hour and a half. So let's hit the OPE section and let's figure this out. Let's see if we can find some deals here and go forward. Usually Lowe's videos are always a lot shorter because they're not as expansive with their tool section as other selections are. Right, we're starting off with Ego, and it's $199 deal of their 15-inch aluminum trimmer 2.5 amp kit from $219. There's another one. Their 16-inch carbon fiber 2.5 amp kit, $249 from $279. Ah, here's a 17-inch kit with the 5 amp was $429. Now it's $379. Alright, let's keep on moving on. We're going to try to make this quick because definitely the Home Depot one was way long. Look at that one. 670 CFM blower, 4 amp kit. Was $299, $259. Here's another one. 615 CFM, 2.5 amp kit. That's actually a great deal. $219 to $199. That much power for $199. That's a great deal. Ego chainsaw, 20 inch. This is awesome. This is a heavy duty saw, by the way. It's a 20 inch. You're going to get a lot of power out of this. 6 amp kit. $549 was the original, $439. I'm going to put that there so you can see. Here's another one. The 18 inch Ego 56 volt kit. $319 now from $399. Another great kit. Look at that. This is the 20 inch. It's the equivalent of 55cc engine, but in battery operated with 6 amp hour battery. This thing's a monster. Look at this thing. You're gonna be cutting big trees with that. Here's another one. Limited time deal. 16-inch chainsaw, $219. Booyah. Get it going. Hedge trimmer with the 2.5 amp battery kit, $229 from $279. There's another one, 56 volt, 9.5 foot carbon fiber pole saw, $299, $30 from $329. We got some deals here of the Ego. Chemical sprayer. It's $30 less, $299. Tool only. Let's see the end cap. Nope, nothing in the end cap. How you doing? We have ice melt shovels still. That stuff is still moving up. And the Toro stuff is here with the blowers. This is good stuff. Let's see what they got. That's the 165 mile. How many CFM? Oh, this is the 900 CFM blower. This is a nice one. This one will probably blow you out in another state. Yeah, not much here. The Toro. Kobalt's got the stuff. Look at this deal. $143 for $179 for the 520 CFM blower. They're doing good. Did you guys see the Lowe's influencer conference there with the managers and Lowe's people? Kobalt's gonna be really killing it. Let's see. There's another clearance. We got some clearance going on. Multi-head trimmer, 4 amp hour battery, $151 from $189. Here's another string trimmer. So there's that one. That's the one from that one, and that's the one that goes to that one. Here's the old box. So they're transitioning to this new blue box. And there's this version with the blower and trimmer kit for $159. That's a heck of a deal. Clearance. There's a 500 CFM for $99. That's the old one. Was $149. The 12-inch chainsaw one's $159 from $199. Nice. the pruning saw kit, 119 from 149. Awesome. This side is still going to get redone for the spring, so it's a little empty, but they're going to fill it up before you know it. Gas mowers, nothing on the deals there. Craftsman brushless stuff, no deals there except for the battery. 103.17 from 129. You can get these cheaper, probably in the tool aisle. There is a deal here, 21-inch self-propelled, $529 for the Eagle mower, 21-inch. There you go. There is another deal here. This is a $449. It's $50 off from $499. And that's a push mower with a 6 amp hour battery, so it's not a self-propelled. Here's another deal. String trimmer max, $99. This one's always $99, but it's my favorite string trimmer of all time because it may not be the most powerful, but my god, the ergonomics on this thing is absolutely amazing. It's so lightweight, guys. Like, I highly recommend it. Listen, I can understand if you have like super mad brush, super thick weeds and stuff, then you go more powerful. But for me, I just do grass, some weeds. This thing has enough juice to do the job, but because of the ergonomics, it's so lightweight. It's a joy to weed whack, because I hate weed whacking, but like, I'm telling you, what a difference that the lightweight plus the ergonomics. It's my wife's favorite. When she does weed whack, every once in a blue moon, she will use that, and she won't let me use it. Look, the Edger Bear, 103.17 from 129. I don't know if that's the brushless, because they have another one that's brushless. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm thinking of the pruning saw. I think that one's just the regular brushed. Let's see what we can do for deals here. No, see nothing there. They have the chains on deal there. That's that one. Really not much. They're setting up, guys. They're setting up the setup. Actually, since we're in this aisle, in this section, this is, I think, where they usually have the back of the store. Oh no, wait a minute, that must be further down. I go to too many stores, I forget sometimes which store I'm at. I'm in my favorite Lowe's, by the way. So let's take a look at the plumbing aisle. Oh, they got some stuff here. Okay, this has got to be deals. These are hoodies, like a Sherpa style hoodie. Nice. $26.98. Oh, these are nice hoodies. These are the work shirts from Dirt and Grind. Workman's Fit, and they're very soft, so they're not bad at all. Here's the long sleeve DeWalt shirts. I have the blue version, this blue version. I need to get the gray, but they're probably sold out. There's your quarter zips. There's Christmas. All this stuff's gonna be on clearance or something, or about to be. Like the Christmas shirts, $4.92 from $9.98. So all the shirts from the Christmas season have been Christmasized. Discounts galore. I'm surprised that the DeWalt stuff's not even discounted though. That's weird. Unless it is, and it's just not. There's no signage. Look at that. They have mini split systems here. $29.09 and Mr. Cool. It's the Mr. Cool stuff. This is what I want to put for the CE tool den in the shop. They have a 12,000 BTU and a 18,000 BTU. So this one does 450 to 800 square feet, and this one does 350 to 550 square foot. I think I would need this one because I think my shop area might be around 800 and something square feet. But I gotta prep the walls. I gotta put up all kinds of stuff on the walls, like the that blue wall sealant, waterproof sealant, and then I want to put the 2-inch foam board around the whole thing to insulate, so that way we can actually hold the heat in, and then I can put this in. And like I said, that is a fantastic price, $29.09. And then if you guys want This one is $23.59. Wait a minute, is that in the right spot? Yeah, it is in the right spot. Okay. So Mr. Cool got big, popular, and look at it. It's got everything in there. And this one's got the smart HVAC controller smartphone. Like I say, it's got a 5-year parts warranty and a 7-year compressor warranty. Doing it with Mr. Cool, because Mr. Cool is Mr. Cool. Oh, let's go check the back. There it is. And this is where the plumbing tools are. So we'll hit the plumbing tools and the back of the aisle for the deals. If you guys want to see the back aisle, we'll take you to the back. We'll take you to the back and see what's available. All kinds of goodies. Hopefully tools. But sometimes not. Up to 75% off. You guys got all kinds of different things. There's some reflectors. Blade kits. What is this? Oh, wait. Locks. Oh, there's a little roller for furniture, doors, and more. $4.97. Here is valve caps, monkey grip, $3.17. I'm not seeing anything that falls in my wheelhouse, but they have paint stuff, so that's actually kind of in my wheelhouse. All different prices. Look at that. Some good discounts there. Also, they must be getting rid of the Whiz. They're gonna whiz on out of here, people. Maybe they're getting new stuff. Hopefully Kobalt branded stuff. If you buy this, you know what's going on? You have to take a Whiz. You gotta buy the Whiz so you can take a Whiz home. Take a Whiz home. Look at all this stuff. Nothing. Oh, look, Fiskars. Weeder. It's a Weeder for $41.57 from $48.98. Oh, they have a supposedly they had a 12-gallon wet dry vac from Craftsman that was $119. It's down to $89. But it's not there. Oh, they have the Kobalt polycarbonate lid totes. 20. Is that a 20-gallon? 20-gallon tote. $30.57 down from $35. So that's nice. It's got that. Probably. I think it's the one that has that gasket. Oh, nothing over here that kind of interests me. And that's it for the back of the aisle. Let's go look at the plumbing tools. Guys, they got some good stuff in the plumbing section. Just like the Home Depot. There's always a good selection of the toolios. Here we go. Here is a PVC cutter from the Kobalt case for $6.28. This is an 1.25" PVC cutter. This is nice. I do have the Husky one, but I lost it, so it's somewhere in the shop, and I have to find it. I don't even know where the heck it is. PEX clamping tools. I gotta get myself a PEX expander. I want to put some PEX A in my house. I gotta move my laundry area from the downstairs near the shop, where the shop is, on the basement, and move it to the first floor of the house. I live in a colonial, cookie cutter colonial house, but it's not. It's on the smaller side of the colonials that live near around me in my subdivision, and not the biggest one. So I gotta move that laundry area. That's gonna be work, because I gotta knock out a wall, that kind of jazz. Kind of move the closet that's in the half bath over, and that's where the laundry area is gonna be. That's a big job ahead of me, and I don't know how much I'm gonna get done this year, because I have so much. I gotta build a lean-to to my shed, so that's another big project that we have going on. Here is the Kobalt knee pads. This is the one I have, and back in the day, yep, it's $12.98. So that's about the same price I paid before. Here is a PVC and PEX cutter kit, and that one has a 2 amp hour battery and a charger. But what is it? Oh, it's up to 2 3/8 in cutting capacity. I love Kobalt. Kobalt is because it's got my favorite color. Look at this. Look at this pipe wrench. I would love to have this pipe wrench because it's blue. You guys know about my obsession with the blue. I definitely gotta buy it. Not today. Like I said, we put things on a priority list, and that's on a low priority. But one day I will get those blue ones. Maybe I'll get that 34.79 one. This is, I'm like, right now I'm in heaven because this is all like the blue tools. I love it. Cutters. Look, this is just like the reamer, the inner and outer reamer, just like the Husky one, except this one looks more like the older Husky version. But it's got like a plastic outside housing, so and it's got metal in there, but made with plastic. So the Husky one was better. That was all metal. Oh, look at that! All the little wrenches and sockets, valve sockets. This would be nice. I have the rigid version of this. That one's freaking beast mode. Get the rigid. Although this Kobalt doesn't seem bad at all. I did break one of the teeth on my rigid, but it still works good. Here is their hook and pick set for the Kobalt, $11.48. I have their hook and pick set, but I think the one I have is a little bit of a thicker blade, or it might be this one. I don't know. I haven't used it in a while. I have to check. What internal wrench kit? Look at that. Pipe nipple extractors. They just have so much stuff. Kobalt really has come a long way. Oh, you guys see that? That thing like popped out and it flew. And I was like, because I talked about it. Because I said something about the rigid. It came back to haunt me, guys. It came back to haunt me. But look, they have the PVC cutters. That's the one in a 1/4 inch. PEX cutter for $29.78. The plumber's multi-tool. That's a nice multi-tool. $20.48. And here comes the Klein. So this is all the Klein pipe wrenches. I love the Klein stuff. I have this one. You guys saw that in the video. Awesome, the hacksaw. All the tubing cutters. This is I think I have this at home. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check. I could have sworn I had that one. I believe we have this one. That's their HVAC 1101. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. I have the impact rated version. I do want to get these and these. There's the bigger wrenches, and there's your S-jaw wrenches. There's your basin wrench. Maybe like I said, I still have the rigid version of this. And there's your PVC cutters. There's that big one that I want to get. That's the $36.98 one. And then the little pocket screwdrivers. These are awesome. This is what I use in my EDC, but that's the plumbing version, not the one with the little. That's the blue ring, so that's the plumber's version. But they have the one with the gray ring. That's not the plumber's version. And then they have your toilet augers, 6 foot. Toilet auger, the 3-foot auger, and then you have your project source, and that project source is $17.28. The 3-foot is $50.72, and then the 6-foot is $75. So there's all that. Then you have your Kobalt brushless cordless drain auger, and that's $2.99. Nice. Does have the 40-foot sewer rod. Like I say, Kobalt's really good. Really good with the stuff. Here is more of the PVC cutters. This is up to 1.25 inches for $24.98. What's the capacity on those big ones? I think that's a 2. That might be a 2-inch. I don't know, 1.25 inch. Ratcheting PVC cutter too. Alright, so yeah, I thought they had the 2-inch. I could have sworn they had a 2-inch, but I'm not sure. There is an electrical test kit here in the plumbing section. Weird. For $19.98. That's really weird. Alright, let's keep on moving. Oh. Cobalt PVC cutters still, same ones. Alright, so out of this aisle. And that concludes your plumbing tool section, guys. Plumbing tool section. We have sinks, drains, all kinds of your washers, your appliances. So that bathroom, the half bath that I'm going to put the laundry area in, I think I'm going to redo the bathroom too. I'm going to put a new sink because we have a pedestal sink in there. So I'm probably going to get rid of that and put one like a, I'm thinking either a gray or blue sink because we love blue. And my wife's down with the idea because I sold it to her, the idea of the blue, and she's down with it. It's almost going to be a little bit brighter than the bucket blue. Kind of like this kind of blue. So that's it. $18.98 for 16-foot compact tape measure. This is a good tape measure, double-sided. That's the old version. The new version has fractional read measurements on those. I have the newer version. Let's take a look. So what's back here, people? Peoples, my people, in the space. So you guys know these Velcro straps. You should check out Harbor Freight. They have for $6, $6.99. They have a whole pack of different sizes of Velcro straps. Granted, this is better quality, the nylon on this, but they're really nice. And you get a 6-pack of the Velcro straps. Look at that. Craftsman storage. The big locker's on a deal. The cabinet locker for RTA, $354 was the original price. And now it's $289. Look at that. The RTA for the $421. That one's $421. That's expensive. I could have sworn I paid less, way less than that. Oh, that's the one I have. $129. That one's a deal. Down for $199. Okay, I had that confused with that one. Yeah. But that's all your VersaTrack system from the Crafts Maine. Look at this. Kobalt's got its own stuff here. 2-door floor cabinet, $439. Kobalt stuff's nice, but they don't use the blue. They use the gray with black. Could you imagine if they had like a blue version? Oof, I'd be all over that. Like a little schoolgirl with a doll. $169 for the folding wall-mounted work table. Those are nice. Good for tight spaces. Here's a Kobalt. Look at this heavy-duty Kobalt rack. $339. And then they have this smaller version, $299. It's a 4-tier. They're both 4 tiers, but this one's an 84-inch. This one's a 77-inch length. I kind of like this. It's really solid. It's got the powder-coated grates. Wow. Thing's matte, like beast mode. Absolute beast mode. That thing's heavy. That's going to hold a lot of weight, guys. Alright, let's keep moving along. We're going to get to the electrical aisle and show you the Klein and Kobalt tools and whatever's there in the electrical aisle. But first, we're going to look at the toolboxes, the chests, rolling chests. So we can show you what's new in the Lowe's. What's being sold here in the Lowe's. Here we go. Kobalt. Oh, this is the Craftsman USA version. This is the one without the eagle. But this one's $649. So, a funny story. Last night, my wife and I was talking. I want to get that snap-on. So, they have a 250th anniversary for the Independence snap-on. And it's a big 84-inch or something. Or 74-inch, whatever. I want to get that one, but that's a definite no. It's like way above my price range. But they have a smaller cabinet version, a little cart version. It's about 34 inches or something, 30 inches for snap-on, and it's got the top on it. And that's a few grand, nowhere near the price of the big one. And it's a limited edition for $1,776. And so I asked her if I could get that one, and she goes, "That's a no. If I won the lottery." So she pulled this one up, right? And she showed me this. This one's only $649. She says you can probably get this one instead, but because it's a lot cheaper. But this isn't like that's the one with the eagle. It's beautiful. Like I said, this one's on deal. It's regular $9.99 and $6.49. But she said you can get this. But I said it's not the same because it doesn't have like the deeperness of like the snap-on. But the snap-on, this is bigger than the snap-on cart. So the cart is probably about 3 feet ish. They don't have it in person to see, but you can see videos on like TikTok and stuff. But this one, I mean, I wouldn't mind this. I like it, and it's got the power strip. But the thing is, I kind of want the snap-on because that snap-on is really limited edition. So there's a lot. I mean, it is what it is. It is made in the USA with global materials for that one. Let's take a look at the electrical section. I think maybe it's this aisle for the Klein tools. Oh, this is the high leverage pliers. You'll be seeing these very soon in a video. Surprise, surprise. The Craftsman. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show. This is where I want to go before we hit the main tool section. Let's start off with the Kobalt. So Kobalt really makes some good stuff, and they copy a lot of the Klein stuff. This is the 11 one. I have this. It's in the budget bag. I don't have this, but I don't want that. I have these. This is the mini strippers that I have for Kobalt. I really like these, but I don't use them and barely use them. This I really like. This is one of my favorite combo style pliers. This is actually going bye-bye, discontinued. So if you can find this, highly recommend. They strip pretty awesome. Like, not as good as the Knipex or the Klein Slim Forge, but they strip pretty good. They're a very good stripper, and they're needle nose, and that my style of needle nose too. I have these multi-purpose wire strippers with the cutter. This is a really good cutter and strips pretty good. Not excellent, but a good stripper, and it's got a crimper on it too. That's $27. No deals here. I have that crimper. I like that. I don't have that one, but I have that one because I kind of wanted this one test out. I have the diagonal cutters for this. I got those linesmans, and I actually got to pick up the 7-inch linesmans from Klein. I bought some Klein 7-inch ones because I kind of wanted the 7s. I do have these regular long nose in 8-inch. That's the perfect size. I don't have this. I have those. Those are in a cheap bag, $17.98. So you get a number 2 square and a Phillips and a flathead. Those are insulated. I'm surprised they don't have insulated pliers. Why? Like, if they have insulated screwdrivers, you'd figure they'd make insulated pliers. This is a really nice little kit, but I think it's overpriced. So they have a little pouch with the strippers and the linesmans and a screwdriver. That's an 11 one. That's way overpriced. Would not pay for that. That should be no more than $25, $29.98 or $24.98. Not at those prices. There you go, a little 2-pack of Klein tools, lineman's pliers, and diagonal cutters. This is a really nice set, guys. This one, Klein, $99.98. This, you have your wire strippers, your diagonal cutters, and your linesmans, all insulated. And then you have insulated Phillips and flathead. And there's a 17 one. Somebody opened it up and stole that. Asshole. Hate people that steal, because they make the prices go up. There's your knives, flip out blades. Is that the 4-in-1 stubby? Oh, that's wait a minute. Stubby multi-bit screwdriver. Yeah, so it's 6 bits. So a 1 and a 2 Phillips, a 3/16 and 1/4 inch slotted, and yeah, the hex 1/4 inch and 5/16. Basic. I already have the Doyle version of that. Here are the Slim Forge wire strippers. One of my, probably my favorite wire strippers so far of all time. But I do have a lot of awesome ones too. Not to take anything away from all these other ones, but this is the really good one. This is the one I will carry with me. This is the Romex sheath cutter, and I love this, but it does, once in a blue moon, nick a wire. So you got to be careful with this one. This one, I don't have to be careful. This one does the job, and it's got little crimper. Love it. You can't go wrong with anything here, Klein. Klein is even, look at this little Klein. I don't think I've ever seen this one. $15.98. This one does 10 to 20 solids and 12 to 22 stranded. I didn't know they had this one. Like I know about this one for their little budget models. That was $16.98. It's down to $14.98. And they have this one for stranded wire. So this is strictly a solid one, the yellow, and the red is this basic for stranded. This one does both. That's really nice. I like this. Actually, I might have to invest in this one as a Klein, like for EDC carry, because this is the one I have now, and it's roughly the same size, but the handle on the Kobalt is just a tad bit longer. So this one's got a little bit more compactedness. Yeah, like it's not going to be the ultimate wire strippers, and it's made in the USA, by the way. It's just to put an EDC, to try to put minimal, lightweight stuff in a little bag. Here's your 27-1 precision screwdriver. Look at this one. Screwdriver holder, 2-piece. Slotted holding driver. Look at that. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. 3/16 and 1/4 inch. How does this work? So is this magnetic? It says the holding. I don't know. Oh, this is kind of weird. Look at the way the slotted screwdrivers hold. So it kind of like parts in the middle and it separates. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then they have that's 1047, so you know this is on the way out. This is old packaging. There is a cushion grip 2-piece Phillips and slotted standard screwdrivers, and then you have this cushion grip 2-piece set of standard and slotted, 1/4 inch slotted, of a shorter shaft. And this one's nice because this has got the bolster on the slotted, not on the Phillips though. There's your 2-pack of insulated Phillips and slotted, $15.98. There's the traditional 6-piece set. That's the one I have. I bought that quite a few years ago. There is, for $50, you have your 7 and 10 inch pliers wrench. We definitely got to get the Cobras and pliers wrench in those sizes. I need to get those because I want to add those to my Klein bags. I have the yellow handle ones made in Germany, but I definitely want to get the Cobras, the smaller Cobras in the orange. Even though it's made in China, it's still good quality. Not excellent quality, but good quality and really nice to have, and they work efficiently. There's a 11-1 multi ratcheting. We have that one. We don't have the regular impact rated. We have the ratcheting because we like the ratcheting better. We're crazy about ratcheting. Here's your 17-1. This is the one I recommend over the 16-1 impact hybrid driver. Always get this one. This is the one I get. So that black screwdriver I had from, like, that was at Home Depot, they have, this is like the first gen. That was kind of like the second gen, the impact one, and now it's on the third gen with the orange ProFlex bits. Get either the black ones or the ones with the ProFlex bits. Don't get that one, even though this is ratcheting. This is really nice, unless you want like a standard ratcheting. It does come with the combi bit 1 and 2, which is like the ECX1, ECX2. What is it? all little kinds of 7-in-1 with the flip socket. This is a really nice setup over here. There's the little level, the 29. That's the one I have at home. The magnets on those are super strong. Yeah, they have the lock nut wrenches, and then you have your that's SAE elongated Allen wrenches, and then your original standard type of wire stripper that we have, but not fond. I don't use it. I just keep it there. There is more Kobalt stuff. I got some of this Kobalt stuff is good. Just to let you guys know, some of this Kobalt stuff, like whether it's the hand tools or the meters, are made by Gardner Bender, aka Ideal. So Gardner Bender and Ideal are the same company, and they make these for Kobalt. That one has the line splitter, but it's not that elongated one. So that one has the times 10, 15 amp. I have that one that's $70 right there, and that's what I keep in my cheap bag. And it comes like this one's. It works really well. It comes with a case and everything. I love it, absolutely love it. And then I have this meter that I haven't really used because I use that one more. But if I want to use that one, I have that one for the budget bag too. I have a lot of this stuff here. I have this, the circuit breaker finder. They all work very well. They all work very well for the budget bag. But if I'm gonna bring like heavy duty stuff, I'm gonna bring my Klein stuff, because my Klein stuff is legit. I do have to get one of these like meter bags so I can put like meters in there, because I don't have a carry case for everything. Or actually that one's better, because this one's soft. This one's hard, so it takes up more room in the bag. This one's soft, so you can squish it, and that's $19.98. At one of the stores, somebody on YouTube posted this was actually clearanced out. Some of these lights are clearanced out, so keep an eye out at your store. Over here in this store, not clearanced out. There is the True Grip version of the True Ball Grip screwdriver. This is the same kind of locking mechanism with the 3 ball bearings, and that's $29.98. I have this screwdriver. It is awesome. For a little while, it was my EDC screwdriver, and I switched to the Wiha Central Fix ESD version because the handle's really skinny. If you get the regular Wiha Central Fix a bit holding screwdriver, it's going to be a thicker screwdriver handle. I have the ESD, the electric static discharge, because the handle is so skinny and it works awesome. There's your tool runner for $9.98. Gloves, cut level ones, $8.98. You have safety glasses for $9.98. There's your mod box cooler for $49.98, $50. And then you have your helmet vented for $70. And then your pulling line in a bucket for $50. Can't go wrong with the Klein Masters. Klein really is knocking it out of the park. Ever since they got here with Lowe's, they've gone above and beyond. Look at this non-contact voltage detectors from Kobalt for $14.98. Here's deals for you. $39.98 for knee pads, the sleeve knee pad versions, from large to extra large, and medium and large extra large. I have thinner legs, so probably the medium large. They fit good. I don't have these yet, but I kind of want to get them because they seem like really comfortable compared to like other ones I had. But I normally just use the big rectangular pad. They have a deal for $2 off on the 7-inch rafter squares. I'm waiting. I'm gonna get this one. I showed you guys the video on the 4.5-inch. That's a new item. I did the video on that. This has been around already for a while, and they have a 12-inch version, which we'll see after. For $15.98, the 10-inch nail puller with integrated dimpler. This is the one I said I recommend more than the Milwaukee version. And they have a heavy-duty Pryvar 21-inch for $16.98. Highly recommend these. These are actually better built. I really like the quality on this. This is really good quality compared to the Milwaukee. The Milwaukee is good quality too, but just this one's above that. Then you have Klein shears. These are kind of like almost copies of the Wiss shears. It even feels kind of like the Wiss too, and it's got the spring back. $14.98. I like these. I like these a lot because they remind me of the Wiss. Even this one reminds me of the Wiss. I have the Wiss at home. I have 2 sets of each one of the Wiss, because one for the upstairs and one for the shop. $15.98, and they, from what I understand, they cut as good as the Wiss. They have for $15.98. They have the little quad heavy duty flip socket. So this little one right here. So it's 3/8, quarter inch 3/8, 7/16 and 5/16. Nice. It's a little quad socket. Then you have a little quad socket. Is this a quad socket or just a flip socket? Nope, it's just a flip socket. 10 deep well heavy duty sockets. These are all the sizes you get. And that one's on sale. So this was $50 for the 8-piece. And now it's $29.98. That's actually a really good deal. Again, this is the sizes. It's all standard sizes. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Call me impressed. That's a deal. And this one is Klein Connect M. So you guys know Klein Connect M. I have the big set of the flip sockets for the big box. You have the infrared laser digital thermometer with targeting, $34.98, and then you have this one, the green cross-line lever laser for $99.98. Digital circuit breaker finder, $44.98. I have this one, but I have the ultimate kit with all the accessories. You have the non-contact voltage detector with the receptacle test kit, GFCI receptacle test kit for $19.98. This is your classic claw pump pliers 2-piece, $24.98. Sold out of that. The 15-in-1 ratcheting multi-bit. So this is the one that I said not to get. They have the 15-in-1. Like I said, go get it on either online on Amazon or on at Home Depot for that. Either one. And then this one's $2 off, the one that we saw a little while ago, $14.98. There is a blue Kobalt chest for $4.98. Oh, they got the pump pliers on this side, so there's only 3 left at this store. Same things on this side as the other side. This is, by the way, guys, this is what I was telling you about. I did the video on this. So this is the original version for $29.98 with the S2 steel bits. This is the new version with the ProFlex of the. So make sure it has the little orange, the little black bits with the orange banding on it. Really good, and it's got the quarter-inch bit holder, the good stuff, with the flip sockets there from quarter-inch to 9/16. And then you have your Connect pass-through socket set, 28-piece. I think this is the one I have. This is Connect M, and this one has. Oh, this one's I think. This all metric? Oh, this is metric and SAE. I gotta see if I have this set because I haven't used these sets in a while. I get confused because there's so many. There's a lot of redundancy with the Connect system, and sometimes I get confused which one I have because there's so much redundancy. And it comes with those bits. It's got these adapters on the Connect M, and so you're having SAE and metric, and that's $79.98. Actually, I think this might be the set I have. Then you have your Allen keys for $19.98. This is the smaller version. I have this one, and it came with the Torx for Christmas for the same price. So that was a really good deal. Then you have your 2-piece adjustable wrench in 10 and 6-inch. We'll be getting those and add those to the bag. And then you have a 2-pack of the folding utility knives for $19.98. Here's more of the. See, they sold out of that. That's how popular this is. This one is really good. They sold out of the best tape measure. They probably have them on the tape measure rack, so not bad. This is $9.98. This is the one I use all the time on my videos. This one right here. It's not magnetic, but I love this because of the size. It is. If I need to crank out the magnetic ones, I will. But this is my favorite one because it's the most compact for the size. Not including my little 9-inch DeWalt that I carry with my EDC. This right here is my go-to, and it's double-sided on both sides of the tape, so you get the measurements. Then you have your torpedo level 9-inch for $9.98. Oh, really good deal. Let's check the tape measure section. We'll start over here, so we can just make our way and go around and see what we can look at the chest and stuff. So here's a Craftsman chest. The top is $389, bottom's $502. So for $891, you can get a top and a bottom for $891. Here is a top and a bottom deal, so $255, down from $298, $289, down from $386. It's a nice little setup. It's got the power strip. I like the setup, and it's got the pegboard in the back. This is a very, very nice set. And this is a 26-inch wide. I like this. I would love to have this one in the shop, actually. But I'm running out of room. So, but I probably can't fit it. I could find a way to fit it. And that one's $389 for the top on this 52-inch and $502. So the mini, oh, they have Stanley cups here, by the way. Not the hockey one, but the other one. The real Stanleys. The little mini Kobalt boxes, all the different colors. There is your Kobalt little workstation with the wood tops, pink or black and blue. So she beat him up and he got black and blue. All right. Sometimes I'm a little too much. Look at this little 12-foot tape. It's got the clip in the back, but my 9-foot is a lot smaller than this. That's $25.98 for the 3-pack. And it's not double-sided. The DeWalt isn't double-sided either, but I don't care. That small, a compact for a 9-foot tape is good. You got all kinds of Craftsman toolboxes. Nothing on sale. See, that's the big rolling box. Again, I'm not a big fan of those because of the ergonomics. You're gonna crank yourself on your heel. Here's a little 3-pack of fastener bags. These are nice. I like the Husky ones though. The Husky ones are really good quality. They're even better than the Milwaukee quality ones. K-Stack bags. By the way, K-Stack 2.0 is coming out this year. So you guys better be ready. The K-Stack will blow you. K-Stack 2.0 is gonna blow you away. These are very good bags, by the way. $81.98. These are nice bags for the K-Stack system. All these are awesome bags. The Craftsman are just as, like, if not better. The Craftsman might be a slightly better, but these are awesome. Kobalt makes awesome bags. If it's the 1680 denier nylon, then I would say that they're probably equivalent. 1680 denier quality, yes. So these are going to be the same quality as the Craftsman nylon. I've been rocking the Craftsman nylon for years. Absolutely love it. They have the bucket, the Kobalt bucket tool organizer, 26 pockets. I like the ones that we saw, the Husky one better. This one's $16.48. Although I do like the color better on this one because it's the blue. 15-inch tool bag, $22.98. That's not K-Stack. You have Tough Belt pouches. This is really nice. That's your builder pouch. Electrician's pouch. I have a good one. I think I have, this is the one I have. Not sure. No, that's not the one I have. I have the other electricians, the Journeyman. And then there's the Clip Tech, the Walt bags, the bucket bag. This one's nice. It's got that water resistant material. That's a nice bag for $110. It was $120 on deal. Same thing with this tool bag. It's only $5 off, but whatever. There's a Tough Belt. I kind of want to get the Tough Belt rolling bag. That's $170, but I'm not sure yet. They have a DeWalt version, but I kind of really like the design of the Tough Belt. Tough Belt always makes good products. I don't know, maybe one day. But they also have a rolling bag in Cobalt flavor, for that's $114 for a 16-inch. The Tough Belt is an 18-inch, so I prefer the Tough Belt over that. They have the backpacks for Cobalt. Here's the K-Stack system. I'm sure they're going to be clearancing this out soon enough, because the 2.0 is going to knock your socks off, and it's going to be really awesome. Guys, we're finally getting the single drawer for the Trade Stack. Finally, something Trade Stack is out. Craftsman, you guys got to do better and start releasing stuff out. This is a platform that's in desperate need of new, refreshing accessories and stuff. You guys got to put more